special guest, Brian Hernandez from Zero Dark Nerdy,
Woo!
the premier pop culture and entertainment podcast, website, content creation all across the board. If you love movies, TV shows, gaming, comics, all the stuff that you get from us, you'll love Zero Dark Nerdy. You should go ahead and give them a follow. We'll give you all that information as we go here.
Yeah, I'm gonna
But
pop
they
the
partnered
website in
with
the chat
Fox.
here.
They've interviewed some of the hottest folks in the game and entertainment. And now we get to hang out with the man himself. Brian, welcome to the Holy Goof stream, sir.
Welcome.
Oh my
Hell
goodness.
yeah.
I think that is the greatest intro I've ever had. I might make that my intro. Y'all
I
are
was
too
practicing
fun.
that intro in the mirror like 5 times last
Nah,
week.
bro, off the dome piece. You already know, man. I'm a fucking professional journalist.
Well, speaking of Too Kind, Brian, we are here, of course. I mean, we've been meaning to have you on a long time, but you forced our hand by being so sweet and giving us your press tickets to Comic-Con, which I got to tell you was just such a bucket list thing for myself. I know Spencer had just the time of his life too, and we're just excited to be in that world now. I mean, hopefully we'll see you there next year. We'll all be there together, hanging out, making content together. So thank you again for that, dude. Seriously, once in a lifetime event. So exciting.
I tell you, it was exciting seeing you guys experience it for the first time.
Hell yeah.
Because I remember my first time there and it was just mind blowing. It's so much.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you don't know where to start. You want to do these things and then there's lines for everything, but I could not have given my press pass to a better crew. You all repped so well, and I'm glad you had a good time. And yes, next year, I'm not missing any more years. This
Hell
is
yeah.
the only time I missed was pandemic. I'm not missing any more. And next year, we're all going to get
Wow.
together. We're going to shoot some
yeah.
content together, and it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Let's
I tell you
go.
what,
Do you-
I'm still recovering. By Sunday, I was like, do I even like this shit anymore?
I don't think I like
legs,
nerd
bro.
culture anymore.
My legs. I need to sit
Nobody
down and
wears
watch
deodorant.
Yeah, it was rough. But by the third day, it's like home. You're like, all right, time to make this place is mine. I'm just gonna.
Brian,
walk
how
down.
many Comic-Cons specifically have you done?
So for New York Comic Con, I've at least done 8 to 9. So next year will be number 10, and we do a lot of local ones here, in North Carolina, and we actually just got done doing one in Florida as we went to go visit my parents. We went to Spooky Empire in Orlando, and the main reason for that is because Method Man was there, and I am a gigantic Wu-Tang fan, have been since I was a teenager, and I was like, I get to meet like one of my personal heroes. So we try to go to, as many within reason. I've never been to San Diego Comic-Con. I haven't been to C2. Like those are 2 that are definitely on my bucket list, as well as Dragon Con in Atlanta. But New York Comic-Con's great because we have a lot of family and friends there. I grew up in upstate New York in Binghamton, right outside of Syracuse.
Oh, no
so
way.
it's a great way. That's where I'm from. So it's a great way to see family, to see friends, and of course enjoy Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Hell
It was a blast. Now we've done it feels like many moons ago, we did your podcast. You haven't been on here yet. I would like to give you some room here to tell the people who you are. How'd you get started? You're obviously a busy guy. You just came from another podcast, WWE podcast. You're locked in right now. What was that light bulb moment? What got you started in doing this? And tell us a little bit about what you guys are doing now.
Yeah. So, I try to be as best of a mental health advocate as I can. I suffer from depression and anxiety, and this was, it was right after my Eagles won their first Super Bowl, so 2018, and I was going through a breakup.
Of course,
and wasn't really, I was like, I need to do something that involves pop culture and entertainment where I can include family and friends and just kind of get my voice out there. And at that point in time, it was kind of kismet here in Greensboro, where I'm at now, Greensboro, North Carolina. There was a podcast studio that opened up. So I went and met with the owner, and, we kind of talked about the options and the packages. Because my thing is, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing as far as like the recording, the editing, whatever. Like I know the topics, I want to get them out.
Right.
So with that being said, we worked it out, and it was called Press Play Studios. Unfortunately, it's no longer around, but you know, that's where we got our start. So we did our first 10 episodes. The first episode, I think, was like a Walking Dead recap. At that point, you know, it was like Negan and everything else, and then we're also getting into like the MCU in terms of Endgame and all that. And I started with 4 of my good friends who, you know, we're still good friends to this day, and everybody's kind of doing their own thing now. But now it's evolved to where it's primarily my daughter and I, and then we bring people on to interview, and it's great. You know, my intention was always I would love to pass this down to my daughter, and he is officially, you know, became my business partner. He's my best friend, you know, 24 years old, taking on the world. And, you know, when the day comes to where I'm no longer around, I know it's going to be in good hands. So
it's in the family. It's in the family. We got to bring her on too next time. For sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
She loves you guys. To be honest with you, every time you guys do a clip or anything at all, like even today when you posted like that I was going to be on, I sent it to her and I was like, this is the stuff I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like what you guys do on social media, I'm like, that is the staple. And I've always loved you guys. I'm glad I found you on Instagram. And, you know, to be honest with you, I'm very, very happy to be a part of this episode and glad that we got to know each other for the last couple of years. So.
This is an honor having you on, man. Like, seriously, this is fantastic.
Yeah, this is what it's all about. It's what it's all about. We love this. We love it. So thanks for taking some time to chat with us tonight. We're going to get into some trailers. We're going to talk about the state of the DC universe because, of course, we are the experts when it comes to what James Gunn should be doing. He's probably watching.
Us and everyone else on the internet.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say a little asterisk, so is everyone else.
We're all of the show. James, just wait. We'll talk about it. All right.
And especially with today's announcement, like that's, you know, there's a lot of avenues.
A lot of things that are happening. There's a lot of things. But first, before we start every stream, we waited for you for this one, Brian. But before we start every stream, we usually have to talk about the stuff that we're watching and the stuff that we recommend. So we do have a question for the whole group here. It's first off, what? Let me have the exact question here so I'm not lost. But the question is, make sure I have it exactly. What's a recent show or movie that people should be watching right now? And what's an older show or movie that people should go back and watch? And Brian, we're interested to know what you're watching right now. What do you recommend? And what do you think people should go back and check out?
Sure. So this past week, went with the family. As I mentioned to you guys before, you know, my entire family is a big pop culture family. We grew up on movies, TV shows. Not bad parenting by any means, but I did watch Friday the 13th when I was like 3 years old. So, you know, it started from there. But I will say we just went this past week to watch Predator Badlands.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so good. So good. There's a couple cheesy elements in there, but as far as like entertainment factor, rewatchability is a big thing for me when I'm doing a rating.
Yes.
And, you know, should you see this in a theater or should you not see this in a theater? I definitely recommend to go check it out. And it's actually, you know, compared to nowadays where so many movies are 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours. This one was like an hour and 40 minutes.
Don't you love that?
Oh, yeah. That was like the big deciding factor for my wife, who doesn't like seeing anything that's above an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So we all went and she loved it. My daughter loved it. She started recognizing the Yotani.
Weyland
Yutani stuff because she just got done with Alien Earth. So to segue to that, I will say TV wise, as far as new stuff, Alien Earth, you got to check it out. It is just absolutely outstanding. And I did just start rewatching Better Call Saul.
Oh, nice.
So good. It's so good. It's like Bob Odenkirk is just great. And the way that they just do the Easter eggs without forcing it on you, like it's just so well done. Like the entire Breaking Bad franchise is great, but Better Call, you know, and that's always the debate, you know, Better Call Saul or Breaking Bad. Like we would not have Better Call Saul without Breaking. So I got to go with Breaking Bad first, but Better Call Saul is just outstanding.
It's crazy that there is even like you could have a legitimate debate Like, and that's what's crazy because
Yeah.
Breaking Bad is so top tier, and you're like, oh wait, are you telling me the sequel is like actually like up there? And it's like, yes,
And
it fucking is.
I got to tell you, that dovetails into my contemporary recommendation, which is Pluribus, his newest show. A couple episodes in, phenomenal. I'm not going to call it too early. I want to see a whole season play out, but it feels like he hit again. I mean, it's so good. And it's also weirdly, tonally pretty different from Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul in a way that, like, I didn't know he had that kind of range as a creator, Vince Gilligan. So, yeah, Pluribus is really great, too.
Nice.
Yeah, I've heard great things about Pluribus. I can't wait to start that. But I'm one of those, like, I work from home a lot, so I do like to rewatch shows. There was a period to where it was literally nonstop Entourage or The Office. Those are my white noise
So you
shows.
had Jeremy Piven, and then you had Michael Scott going Entourage, like back to back.
Right? Yeah. And there's actually a couple episodes. I don't know if you guys know this, where the creators of Entourage, or I'm sorry, of The Office are on Entourage because they saw the fandom on there.
That's
no way.
Yeah.
It's been a long
look
time since I've watched Entourage. I remember like that was like one of my big like college TV shows.
I love that show, and I always wonder if it aged well because it was the humor of the early 2000s, right?
They throw a lot of F-bombs in there, and I don't mean F-U-C-K.
Yeah.
There's sometimes where you're just like,
yeah.
But in all, I do feel it's aged pretty well.
I think like seasons 3 through 5 are like where it was at its peak.
Yeah. Ari Gold is one of the top characters of all time.
He really is.
100%.
100%.
I do want to go back to your conversation about Vince Gilligan because I did have an infographic about his past 3 shows, the Rotten Tomato scores of his past 3 shows. Pluribus, right? That's how you say it. 100%
Pluribus.
on Rotten Tomatoes. Better Call Saul 98 and Breaking Bad 96. He keeps getting better.
Yeah.
Right?
That's true. It's like it's an upward trajectory. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Now it's early for Pluribus, but
very early.
currently it's at 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
A couple episodes in.
This was posted on yesterday. This was posted. So, I mean, that's pretty phenomenal. You always worry if someone's going to be able to continue to climb after such success. And it seems like he's doing that. So, now Better Call Saul, Brian, is your recommendation for what someone should go back and watch?
Yeah. I mean, I know it's been over for a couple seasons now, but I just literally, I kind of went through it. I went through Breaking Bad, watched El Camino, and then now I'm back on Better Call Saul because there's always stuff that you miss, and I'm just
especially with his stuff,
things like that. Oh, exactly. And I mean, I just watched the episode on season 1 where it's more of Mike's backstory about him being a cop and what no spoilers here, but what happened to his son, and he's trying to like get into the life of his granddaughter and all that. And that episode by itself, I mean, I don't know what it's rated on IMDb, but it has to be in the high 90s. Like,
oh, I'm sure
it's and that story too. I can't remember the actor's name, but this guy was like your typical like 80s and 90s villain. I remember seeing him in like Commando and Beverly Hills Cop, the actor that plays Carmen Trout. You know what I mean? And he was like, Vince Gilligan saved my life, man. Like,
amazing.
I dragged myself to nothing. I wasn't doing anything, and he wrote this role for me. And then, of course, that ended up him coming back and Better Call Saul. And I love seeing stories like that.
It's so crazy
at that age.
It's so crazy too how that character came about because Bob Odenkirk was busy shooting How I Met Your Mother, and how it was supposed to be Saul in that scene, and then when he couldn't for filming, rewrote it and created the character of Mike, who now he's like a beloved. Like that's so crazy. Like, and everything with the personal reason behind the actor and stuff like that just makes it even more special.
Yeah. He's
Josh. Do you want to continue with your Pluribus? Go ahead.
Totally. Yeah. Check out Pluribus. It's really cool. Again, totally different. But it has the actor, I can't remember her name, from Better Call Saul. And Vince Gilligan has gone on the record saying he'll do the show as long as he needs to for people to recognize how talented she is. Something to that effect of like, look, he's doing this for her. She's the lead of the show. She's kicking ass. It's really, really great. Something older to check out. I'm on a Small Soldiers kick right now because we just rewatched it, and I gotta tell you, it's one of those rare movies rare movies made for kids from your childhood that just really holds up. And
It's
Brian,
Joe Dante, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good. I actually was able to pick up one of the Gorgon Knights Archer at a little vintage toy booth at Comic-Con. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
super stoked. I'm all in on Small Soldiers. What's
He
that?
said he was gonna. I have his number. That guy from the vintage toy store at Comic Con. He said
Yeah.
he'll text me when he has more small soldiers.
When he has more Gorgon Knights.
Oh,
It's becoming the plot of the
good.
movie. It's just like, hey, look, if a couple were to fall off the back of a truck, you know.
Yeah,
That's the sequel. Is now they've become rare collectible items at
Right.
Comic-Con, and then you have millions of them coming to life at Comic-Con.
That's really funny.
That's your sequel.
That's
your
really-
sequel.
Holy
right there.
crap! Did we just come up with
I
like
think
a
so.
TV
There it
series or a movie?
I think
We
so.
need to
Not
I'll
yours.
give you credit for this.
It's not yours, James. Back off, James. I know you're watching. It's not yours.
Yeah. James, don't you? James,
Reed Pop puts on Comic-Con. You can be a producer on this.
There you go. There you go. Hell yeah. But yeah, I would say those are my two big recommendations for sure. And also I'll echo Alien Earth I think it's phenomenal. I'm a big
Yeah.
Alien head, and I think they just absolutely killed it. It's really, really cool, and I'm so excited to check out Badlands now too. I feel like in a weird way, I mean, of course the early stuff from both of those gets like this special place of like that's the number one thing, but I gotta say this era we're in feels kind of like the golden era of Alien and Predator.
Oh
It's
no,
wild.
they're both
Some of
in
the
a
best
total
content.
resurgence. Like
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Beautiful.
And like Dan understands that something I think that some of the other Predator movies like didn't really, which is like it's a B movie franchise. Like
Yeah.
embrace it, enjoy it. Like
Yeah.
that doesn't mean they have to, just because it's a B movie doesn't mean it has to be a bad movie. It just
Right.
knows what it is and leans into it and just do it, man.
Yeah.
Like
Getting the right people involved, and
Yeah.
it's beautiful. It's looking really good. I like what I'm
They
seeing
said
so
that
far.
this one is done so well that they're in talks to bring Arnold back into the sequel some way, somehow.
I mean, yeah, and
Yeah.
with the way that they released the like alternate ending of Killer of
Mhm.
Killers with him and Harrigan, like
Mhm.
if you got him and Danny Glover coming back, my God.
Yeah. Now I
That's
haven't
huge.
seen it yet, but I have been following the Twitter discourse, and I know that people have taken back their statements from when the trailer was released because they're like, he doesn't look like a predator. There's something wrong with
Yeah,
it.
the-
And then when they saw it, they come back and go, I take everything back. Because
Right.
apparently there's
also
a plot
feel
line
like
that has
some of
something to
that-
do with this. Within
Yeah,
the movie.
because I mean, I even did a video about that because everyone's reaction was like, you know, just kind of wild and over the top. But I feel like a lot of that is also like, guys, when they release, especially the first trailer, most of those effects aren't finished. Or at the
Right.
very least, they will be like altered before the final thing comes out. And I think that was probably like what it was, is just like we were seeing effects that were maybe like 80% polished.
Mhm.
And it's like, okay, I see the faults, you know, but like, yeah, wait for the final product, right?
Yeah.
Like we
Yeah.
saw the same thing in like the Pacific Rim movies, where I've seen like comparisons between the special effects in the trailer and then in the final film, and it's like they're constantly like
Yes.
tweaking and, you know,
Yeah.
making small changes to make the lighting better or to make this
Yeah.
feel a little bit more grounded, or, you know, add extra dirt here and you
Mhm.
know.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then on the special effects, you know, post-production side of things, it's like sometimes it's literally down to the day of release. You know what I mean? They're still tweaking
Mhm.
things and changing
Yeah.
things out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
don't
always
judge a
bring
movie by
up
its trailer.
I'll always bring up the clip from the behind the scenes of Transformers 2 where Michael Bay is at the Chinese like premiere and he's talking to the special
Yes.
effects people in LA because he's like, in 6 hours I'm going to be back in LA and we're going to have the LA premiere. Change this effect, change this effect, change this effect. Like
Crazy.
literally the night that he's premiering the movie in another
That's
country.
yeah.
Wow.
That's
Crazy.
insane. That's
That's awesome.
insane. I guess I'll go. I have three. Now I have three because I'm surprised that Josh didn't bring this up. Recommendations for what you should be watching now. Recent show or movie. Frankenstein. Go watch Frankenstein. It's
course.
incredible.
Yeah.
Guillermo del Toro is just the best at what
Yeah.
this is. This brand. It's beautiful and the acting is incredible. I wouldn't be surprised if we got a bunch of Oscar noms for this. And also, please put it in theaters. Just do it in
I
like
know, they
all the
won't,
theaters.
Yeah.
It would be great.
I know.
Netflix, let them do it. And then recently, yesterday actually, Eddie Murphy dropped on Netflix, Being Eddie. It's incredible. It follows, it's him welcoming you into his home, and Eddie doesn't really talk. a lot, and he goes for almost 2 hours about his entire career, and it's fascinating.
That's
it's really
amazing.
great to learn about him. I mean, Beverly Hills Cop, all the good stuff is in there from all his early movies. Nutty Professor, he talks about the creation of all of it, and like just his mindset, the reason why he stopped stand up. It's really good. Go watch it. It's on Netflix now.
That's wonderful.
And then something I discovered last night too on Peacock. It's called All Her Fault with the incredible Sarah Snook from Succession. What a great show! I'm only about 3-4 episodes in, but holy shit!
Really?
I mean, it starts off where she's a mom who goes to pick up her son from a play date and learns that her son is not on this play date, and no one knows where the son is.
Ooh.
That's how it starts. I'm not gonna get any deeper than that, but
Wow.
it's crazy. Brian, you made a face. Have you seen it yet? Have you started it?
No, I have not, but I think she is just absolutely tremendous.
My
From
favorite.
Succession on to, I know that she's done a couple other little mini series and movies, but I can't wait to watch it. You're the first person that's told me about it, so
Yeah,
it's
a hidden gem on Peacock. All Her Fault. Go check it out. And then an older show movie that I think people should go watch, and I'm gonna go way back, not too far back, but decently far back. Static Shock. Go back and watch Static Shock. And I'm doing this because I have a ulterior motive here. It just needs to be made into a live action, and I'm surprised it hasn't been yet. So people should start watching it. And
we should look at some tweets that James Gunn did like a couple months ago. Where he brought up that too. So like maybe we will.
Yeah, it's always talked about.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Put it pen to paper and get it done.
Do it.
That's mine. Static Shock.
Brett, what
All
do you
right.
got?
I'll go. I have one like extra one because I actually thought both of you would bring it up at some point and you didn't, for a recent show to check out. Now I know it's only 3 episodes in, but Welcome to Derry is so gnarly so far. Like it really is. It's like, honestly, like maybe it's not for everyone because of how gross it gets.
Sure.
And not just like physical grossness, but like psychological grossness.
Yeah.
Like it's
heavy.
fucked up, but it's so good. I think the kid actors are really good in it. Andy Muschietti is just like he understands this. And it's like he is the man for it. And I love that he's there. He's directed like the first 2 episodes. He's involved in every episode in some way, shape, or form. He's guiding the show. And I think the idea of having each season set further back in Derry's history, thus like slowly revealing how much Pennywise is like to blame for like all of Derry being fucked up, is like really smart and clever. I think it's interesting having young Halloran in there. And honestly, the behind the scenes of the 3rd episode, he specifically talks about Kubrick's Shining. So they're both owned by Warner Brothers. So it's like, okay, no, that's officially a young Scatman Crothers. Like that's who it is.
That's exactly what
it is. And then of course we know Dr. Sleep, has like followed that up too. So like the fact that he's officially connecting those universes, even in a small way, is like super exciting.
Yeah. Episode 3 is incredible.
Yeah.
It's good.
I have to see episode 3.
Oh, dude, episode 3 is gnarly.
I'm excited.
It's cool.
I'm mad I didn't bring that up because I've seen the first 2 episodes and they are so good and so mind blowing.
Yeah.
Right amount of gore, great amount of lore.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, that's a great. That should be the tagline for it. Yeah.
I mean, just before this, I started rewatching the first, like part 1 of the It movies, and I'm just like, God, it's so good.
Yeah.
Like it's so good.
Yeah.
Really, yeah. Okay, so the main one I was gonna bring up for new series is Lee and I finally finished The Residence, and it is so good. I don't know if it's supposed to get a second season. I think it's just a self-contained like miniseries, but it's like 8 episodes, and the final episode is a movie. It's like an hour and a half long. Whoa. And it is like, it's like Knives Out, Clue, Sherlock, like a murder mystery, but it's set in the White House. And the guy who created it, like, originally read this like book that someone who worked in the White House in the like the residence staff like wrote, and it talked about like kind of what life was there. And so he took that and he was like, okay, so let's take these kinds of relationships and stuff and that type of a job, and let's put a murder mystery right there in the middle of it. And it's like, it's so well done. It's so funny. Like all the characters are extremely witty and well written. The acting is phenomenal. Like it's I would definitely recommend it, especially if you're a fan of like kind of like Clue and like
Yeah.
those lighter like feeling mystery movies. Like it's not heavy in any way. Like every episode will end and you'll be like, that was really fun. Like I want to watch another kind of thing, you know?
Agatha
So-
Christie style, murder
Yeah,
mystery, but tonally, easy to digest. Nothing that's gonna
yes,
keep you up at night.
exactly. Very easy to digest, very enjoyable. And then an old show or that, maybe people should rewatch. I am currently, I'm on an Ernest kick. And I
Oh, yeah,
found
you
the
are.
original Hey Vern, It's Ernest TV show. And
Oh,
my
wow.
God, it is this cacophony of like this. It's like this weird ass psychedelic like mid ground between Pee-wee's Playhouse and all that. Like it's like between the two of them, we got Hey Vern, It's Ernest.
Trippy. I
And
like
it
this.
is, it's wild. Each episode is like compiled of like 5 different like skits, and they'll have reoccurring like themes and characters and stuff. So it's like the ant character is in every episode. You have a guy whose roommate is an iguana, and then like that's there's a gag where it's Ernest's tongue, and it's just Jim Varney in a giant tongue outfit, and he's like, "Hey man, what are you gonna eat today? No, not lima beans." And then they like throw shit on him.
That's a pretty good Ernest.
And I'm like,
you've been practicing.
He's been watching Ernest, dude. He's
I've
been
watching
trying
a
to tell
lot
us
of
he's watching
Ernest
Ernest.
World.
That's pretty damn good.
You know what I mean? Like those kinds of like gags, but like there's a gag where it's like it's each skit is only maybe like 3 minutes max, kind of thing. But there's a recurring one where it is done in like the style of an old school sitcom, but it's a whole family of clowns, except one of the children like refuses to be a clown. So it's like mom, dad, younger sibling, they're in full makeup. And then the like older sibling is like in a small like suit and tie or like a button-up shirt, and he's just like, "God, you guys are so embarrassing." Like it's so ridiculous. Like it definitely has that like early Nickelodeon sketch comedy vibes to it. Like this is kind of like where that like style was like.
I love
you
it.
went from Pee-wee's Playhouse to this, and then like all that came out from this, and it's fucking weird, man.
Bring
But
back
it's great.
zany. Bring back the idea of shows being zany and weird. I feel like a lot of stuff
do it.
from that
Let's
that
take
time
some
period.
creative risks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Now what do we want to do here first? We could jump into DC conversation, or you guys want to do trailers? Which one do you want to touch on first? Because there's some trailers that came out this week that huge blockbusters. We're talking about.
I mean, I don't really mind. Either way is fine with me, but why don't we let our guests decide?
There you go. Perfect.
Decide.
Oh goodness!
We'll give you producer credit. Now you're doing
all the pressure on me.
Guests decide.
Yeah, let's go with the trailers. I mean, there have been a lot of trailers, so let's do that.
Okay, now there were a lot of trailers that released. I'm gonna do some honorable mentions, but I think we're gonna touch on at least 3, maybe 4. But we did get a new trailer for a SpongeBob movie that's coming out, featuring Ice Spice.
That's the 4th SpongeBob feature film.
Yeah, so
Wild.
I mean, I'll catch it at some point. Fallout 2. There's actually a trailer for it.
Also, be watching Fallout. Fallout's great.
Yeah. Fallout 2.
My only
First
gripe
looks
with
at-
Fallout is that it's making every studio go, "Oh, we need 1,000 video game adaptations
Right.
as TV shows." It's my only problem with Fallout. Is that there's going to be a lot of bad TV because of it. But it's
I think
so
we
good.
get our first looks at Macaulay Culkin in that, which very exciting. First season was great. A movie that's going to make a ton of money. Wuthering Heights, coming out 2026.
Wuthering Heights.
I'm
Valentine's
not
Day.
100% that it's going to make a ton of money. I'm not.
It has
I'm not
Jacob
100%
Elordi and Margot Robbie in it, bro. It's gotta
on
make some money.
Valentine's Day is good.
It's gotta make some cash.
But you're going
Isn't
for
that based on something though?
yeah,
the
Wuthering
book.
Heights, the book. Although
Okay, yeah.
apparently very loosely.
I'm only saying because of
It's a very
the 2
creative
stars they
adaptation.
got. Jacob Elordi, fresh off Frankenstein, and Margot Robbie is always a ticket seller. So I mean,
That's true. And who's directing that? It's
I don't know.
What
is
is
it Greta Gerwig?
Fennell? Emerald Fennell is directing that.
Oh,
No, because Greta's working on Chronicles of Narnia right now.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Emerald Fennel, who did Saltburn. Yes.
Oh,
Saltburn.
right. And it looks like a very Saltburn-esque movie just from what we've seen so far. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Charlie
think that's
XCX
gonna
is doing the soundtrack, working with I can't remember his first name, but Cole, legendary
Yeah.
composer and sound designer, and they're doing some deep house, dark synthy stuff for it. It sounds crazy. Sounds like Russian house music. It's crazy.
Yeah. Now I don't know if it's going to be any good, but I know that people will see it just because of the stars
fair.
and people are huge fans of that book, and people are going to want to go and so they can
I'm going to
shit on
see it. I'm going to see it.
I feel
for
like
sure.
Bob's Burgers recently did like a Wuthering Heights like parody or reference or gag or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure. It's one of those properties that's kind of pervasive in pop culture, but you don't really. Not a lot of people know the source material, you know.
Right. Yes, they just know the term. They know the words.
But there's a lot of Wuthering Heights inspired stuff for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's also a science fiction comedy action adventure film starring Sam Rockwell called Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. That looks pretty interesting.
That is
great.
being directed by Gore Verbinski, who did the first three Pirates of the Caribbean movies. He did the Ring American remake. He did oh shoot, what was that one with Dane DeHaan? It was like a gothic horror movie that came out about like an insane asylum in like the 20s or something like that.
Cure for Wellness?
Cure for Wellness.
Yep.
Yes.
For wellness. Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, that looks interesting. We love Sam Rockwell here, but the big ones are Super Mario Galaxy movie. That's obviously a huge one. Marty Supreme and Devil Wears Prada 2.
Devil Wears Prada 2. Lee is stoked for this one. Lee is very excited.
I'll be honest, me too. I think
they
the first one
also
is
wait.
phenomenal.
Spence, you're forgetting one. You're actually forgetting a couple because number one, they did just drop the trailer for Toy Story 5.
Oh, I'm sorry, that was the other one. Oopsies, Toy Story 5.
And not as big, but also today they released the trailer for season 2 of Monarch: Legacy of Monsters, which will be focusing on Skull Island.
Yeah,
which is very exciting for me as a kaiju fan.
Yeah.
Let's
do Mario first.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, definitely doing Mario. Yeah, absolutely doing Mario.
And then Toy Story, because that is huge. Can't believe I forgot that one. Yep.
Yeah, Toy Story 5, huge. I'm excited to see what that looks like. Okay, let me switch over scenes. Hopefully this is flawless. It's a new scene, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, not bad. I gotta adjust Brian. Brian, sorry for leaving you hanging there. Forgot.
All good.
There's always one scene where I forget to adjust at least one person.
Oh, okay.
Now, Brian, have you seen any of these yet?
Yes.
Okay.
I've seen them all. This one, I love the first Super Mario Brothers movie, so I cannot wait for this.
I gotta say, I'm just realizing now, I still haven't seen it. I gotta see the first
one.
one. And
it's very fun. I will say, oddly enough, that was a movie that, like, on first watch, I wasn't super impressed. Because I was just like, there's like a little plot, whatever. But then like I thought about it and I was like, why am I caring about this in a fucking animated Super Mario Bros. Movie that looks and sounds as good as that movie did? Also, I can't say no to Jack Black or Charlie Day. And like upon rewatch, I like definitely like I really enjoy that movie now. Like it was a movie that I definitely misjudged upon first watch.
Like Chris Pratt as Mario is my third favorite character. It's definitely Charlie Day and Jack Black.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Jack Black.
Like eventually, I do hope that they do a Luigi's Mansion movie.
Oh my God, they have to.
They have to do that.
I'm actually almost surprised that they went with this first, except that like there's more of the characters that you'd have in the first movie in this than you'd get in Luigi's Mansion.
And this one, we're supposed to be getting Yoshi officially in it too.
Yeah, he was at the end credits of the first one.
Yeah, and they had the scene where you see the herd of Yoshis in the first one as well.
Oh, let's play.
So like, yeah. I'm
all right,
excited.
let's check this out.
Wonderful. Mario Paint, Sunshine Mario, right?
Yeah, right. That's the painting one on the 3DS.
Hey, big guy! You wanted to see us?
Don't move, I'll be right up. Sipping the soup.
Illuminati, what up?
And also trim the bonsai bush.
I could listen to Jack Black say nonsense for the rest of my life.
Hey, Luigi. What's up, Mario? Behold, I made a masterpiece for Princess Peach. What do you think?
Love the
So
colors.
It's trash.
Hot dare you look at my masterpiece and say that? I'll burn the skin off your bones! Wow. Sorry about that. That's the old Bowser talking. Still working through my demons, I suppose. Anyway, I need my 8 hours or else I really turn into a monster.
It's perfect. It's perfect. Jesus. Oh, we are getting like the paintbrushes and stuff too.
My father now.
Well, Bowser Jr.
Yeah, Bowser Jr.
Princess Rosalina, you're coming with me.
Oh, they got me at the end with that stinger.
Yeah, that music. Seriously,
see
the like. Oh, that's a cool classic Buena Vista.
That's so funny.
No, seriously, the Super Mario Galaxy games 1 and 2 are my all-time favorite Super Mario games. Like, they're impeccable. The gameplay, the mechanics, the way they fucked with gravity, and like all the different planets and that, like, it's amazing. It's top tier, and I'm so excited for this. And the fact that they're also including like the Mario Paint stuff, Mario Sunshine nods, that's really cool.
Yeah,
I'm really excited for this.
Yeah,
now.
already at 2 views, over 2 million views, almost 3 million. This is going to be a hit.
Oh gosh, yeah. And again, the first one was so fantastic, and I mean, it's for everybody. Kids, people our age. I mean, you just can't miss with this unless you truly mess it up. And so far, they're 1 for 1. Hopefully, they'll be 2 for 2 after this, and then we do get that Luigi's Mansion movie eventually.
And you can tell,
Absolutely.
I think part of what made this, made the first one work, and it looks like it's going to make this one work as well, is like you can tell, you can feel the love that everyone behind the scenes has for Mario.
Yeah.
Like the amount of world building, the amount of lore that they included, even in the background in the first movie, the little Easter eggs, like all of it felt so fleshed out and so like loved, you know, like it's there's no cynicism in that movie, like at all.
Yeah, I also just shouts out to the CGI on this stuff, because like this is the type of stuff that feels like how classic animated Disney will feel to generations, a couple generations in the future, where this is just gonna, I don't see how this doesn't hold up. A lot of CGI and stuff, you look and you go, it's gonna age over time. This, I don't know how, it looks flawless. You know what I mean?
It's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I think that these will be like the things people talk about. Is like, oh my god, you have to check out this movie from 2025.
Speaking of nostalgia, shall we Toy Story it?
Let's Toy Story. Yeah,
a franchise that I wanted to be over at 3, but
because 3's perfect.
We're
Three's
on
perfect.
5.
3's perfect.
Yeah,
but
it's
I do
perfect.
think I really genuinely think 4 is a fantastic film. I think that it's impeccably well made. And actually, I asked him, I am not going to share it, but my old screenwriting professor had this incredible, like, thematic theory and understanding of Toy Story 4. And he offered to come on and explain it from one of my videos. So I'm gonna try and get that in. And
That's fun.
it'll
That's
be really
fun.
cool.
Yeah, I have to go back and watch 4 because at the time when it was released, I think out of spite I couldn't like it. I have to watch it.
That's
it's
fair.
great. It's
I
great.
gotta
There's
say,
not a
yeah,
bad
it's
Toy
really
Story.
good, but
I was one and done with it. I was like,
Okay.
okay, it's good. I still, just like you, I was like, 3 was just perfect.
Yeah.
it really is
Give it
like
a
an
look.
incredible ending.
Give it a
Yeah.
look.
Yeah.
4 was good, but yes, out of spite, I was like, all right, I'm gonna watch it one time and then that's it. I literally
Yeah, I
To be fair,
I
me
was a
too.
man at the time of 3 in the theater weeping, and it was like
Yeah.
that's it for me.
Yeah.
Right.
Dude, when they're going down, like you think they're all gonna. I'm like, there was not a dry eye in that theater. I don't care how old you were, and I was just like,
Yeah. And I think for us, it's fascinating with Toy Story because, like, you know, Spence, Josh, like we're Andy. When Toy Story 3 came out, we were in college, like
Exactly.
Andy.
Oh, that's
And then
interesting.
Toy Story 4 hit, which is like, if you think about it, it's kind of like Woody's midlife crisis. And it's like we're approaching that age where we're about to have a midlife crisis.
So what's this one?
And
All their
it's
knees
like-
hurt suddenly?
Yeah.
They have
No, they have-
digestive issues?
They have kids. I get, you know.
Oh.
As a 35-year-old, I can speak to all this.
No,
So,
it's gonna
agree.
be
I have all
like,
these issues.
the new one is toys versus electronics, right? So we're at the point where we're old men going, media isn't what it used to be. Toys aren't what they used to be.
Right.
It's all this brain rot for kids
yeah.
nowadays. Go outside. Don't
Yeah.
just sit on a tablet all day. That's Toy Story 5, and that's us.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
grumpy old men at this point.
Now this is just a teaser. We get a little teaser. It's 19 seconds, or is that 10 seconds? 19 seconds?
49
Whatever it is?
seconds.
Oh, I cannot read. 45 seconds.
Neither of
long.
those, Spence. Neither of them.
Yeah,
49.
sorry.
No, I'm just messing.
49
Close.
Just play it.
It's under a minute. It's the toys taking on Amazon.
Bonnie, there's a package for you.
I was standing,
Oh, great song.
you were there. Two worlds colliding, and they could never, tear us apart.
Oh, thank you. Hi there, I'm Lilypad. Let's play.
Okay, so that's their.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Interesting.
This is
Can
how
I
you do it.
Can I say, speaking of like animation, they have done because everyone saw the footage from the new Shrek and went, oh, they changed the animation style. Toy Story has changed over time, but they've done such a great job of like just subtly updating the designs and
it's
how
just-
everything's done.
Exactly. Yes, it's an update of what we love.
Yep.
Like, if please don't ever. I'm issuing this warning to every single person watching or listening. Please, for the love of God, don't ever pause the first Toy Story movie when a human being's face is on screen.
Oh
Don't
yeah,
ever
it's horrifying.
Don't ever
It's
do it. It's
horrifying.
horrifying. It's
Yeah.
it's like
Now I have to. Now I
Yeah,
gotta go back.
it is funny because you watch
or the
when you-
dog. Oh my god.
Yeah, it does feel like they just kind of got higher and higher resolution as they went on. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like the actual models
Exactly.
didn't change; it just got more and more detailed. You know?
Yeah.
And that was Pixar's first film, too.
Yes,
right.
it was their very first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
I think it's the 30-year anniversary. Wasn't it 95 or was it 96?
I'm old.
I think it was 95.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel like it was right around there, but it's definitely Pixar's first film. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
and at least with
95.
this one, you could tell
95.
it's a theme for what's going on right now. You
Yeah.
know,
Oh, yeah.
electronics. Every kid that you see has an iPad
Mhm.
or
Yep.
mom, can I use your phone? We got nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
They want to be entertained. You know, we're like, hey, we'll go outside, play some football. No, can I use your phone? Like,
Yeah.
no, you cannot. I actually need to use this shit. So
Yeah, I use this for work. Yeah.
This is the well, I don't know if they're gonna make this lily pad a villain or a potential friend, but it's such a great storyline to keep the franchise going.
Yes,
They had to do
agreed.
this. Wouldn't be surprised if they incorporated like AI or ChatGPT somehow in this, and it's Woody and Buzz versus AI somehow.
I could even
But
see
yeah.
it being maybe that the personality of this toy is like AI in some way, and they're not actually alive, and so everyone's kind of horrified by it. Because in their world, that'd be like the undead or something. You know what I mean? It'd be
That's
this weird,
interesting.
like,
I like
golem.
that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a cool little theory. I do like that. That's cool.
I'm back. I'm back in. They got me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
And
when I
that's the
heard
thing,
the
it's
concept, I
like-
was like, on the nose. But now that I'm seeing it play out, I'm like, no, that's great.
It's also like, yeah, it's also very understandable and believable in this context of like a kid getting a tablet. You know what I mean? Like that.
Oh,
that feels
even
like a
my
good way
girlfriend's
to-
cat
Oh,
is
yeah.
an iPad baby. Yeah. Yeah, she is.
So,
she
yeah.
obsessively wants us to put on Cat TV on the iPad for the cat.
I
so.
love that for her.
That's
I love
funny.
that for her.
That's great. And it's like, yes, Toy Story 3 is probably the best, but there hasn't been a bad Toy Story yet. So until they actually give me like a bad movie, like I'm absolutely gonna sit my ass in the theater for this.
Oh yeah, I mean they won't make one. They know how important this is. Yeah, they know
100%.
Should
What
we
do you guys
Devil
want
Wears
to hit
Prada?
next? Yeah, let's Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah.
Now that one's a
Classics.
quick teaser too, right? That one's not like a full trailer, is it?
51.
that one I think is like.
teaser.
Oh, okay. I was going to say 30 seconds.
I thought it was shorter too.
Yeah, 51 seconds. Let's see this. I haven't seen this at all, so I'm excited.
Me neither. I haven't seen any of these. I don't think.
Another great song choice.
Oh yeah, they're
I
killing
don't
it. Right there.
recognize it yet.
Yeah,
Walking on the beat with it, yeah.
they last already. I'm in.
She still looks just as good as she did in the first one. Too. It's crazy.
I love I don't know if you've seen it, but the comparison of the trailer for this one to the trailer of the original, which is the other shot of her in the elevator. She like before they know each other, and she's just like disrespecting
The
her.
elevator closes
So
on her.
it's like, yeah.
Come on,
exactly.
come on, come on. All right,
that's
nice.
perfect.
Quick little
That's perfect.
teaser.
Yeah, that feels right. It feels
I got
good.
no
Lee's
notes.
excited for it.
Bring it.
I think it's also interesting because they have also announced Princess Diaries 3. So like
That's
Anne
right.
Hathaway is having a little bit of a resurgence of like her older, classics. She's coming back with sequels to them. So
Yep.
that'll be fun for her too, have this little renaissance again.
Yeah, come back as
Yeah.
Catwoman too. Let's do that.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
yeah.
That was a good trailer. That's one of those less is more. You
Yes.
know, you
Oh
don't-
yeah, you don't need to do
We're
much.
already in. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're already in. Just give us just a little sprinkle.
All
That's
I need
exactly
is
Honestly,
the
let's
two
be
of them
honest though,
together.
that's the problem
That's it.
with like every thing now. Like I think that was also one of my issues the first time I saw Super Mario is they put too much in all those trailers.
Put the whole plot in the
Once they
trailer, yeah.
released Rainbow Road, I was like, well, fuck you guys. Why'd you show me that?
Yeah.
I want that to be a
Surprise me.
surprise.
It's true. They do too
Oh,
much.
so that is one of our biggest gripes on the podcast.
Same.
Is I hated how you get the teaser, then you get the regular, then you get the trailer right before the movie comes out, and then that trailer shows everything else that the other trailers didn't,
Yeah.
and then it leaves nothing to the imagination
yeah.
at all whatsoever. I
Exactly,
don't
yes.
get what they do that. Like Christopher Nolan, I think has a great recipe.
Because he actually, he has much more control over his marketing for his films
Yes.
than a lot of directors, because the studios will send out and hire, an ad campaign, from some other company. But Nolan is like, he's like, no, you're showing this, you're not showing this. Like he can actually, control that. And along those lines, one of those, other than trailers showing too much, the one thing that we've gotten a lot of recently that seems to be a trend is a teaser for the teaser before the teaser.
Oh, the
where
cold
it's like,
open on the teaser
you're
is crazy.
about to watch the teaser for It Chapter 3.
It's crazy.
And it shows like
Right.
3 clips,
Right.
and like, it starts now. And I'm like, I know, I pressed play on the fucking trailer.
But here's what I do want
That's
to bring
why
up.
I'm here.
Yeah, I do want to bring up an interesting point, because I feel like a lot of these people are stuck between a rock and a hard place, because we just talked about Christie earlier and about how a lot of it flopped, and a lot of the issues people are saying is they haven't heard a word about this movie, right? And so the opposite end of that coin is they're just putting out multiple trailers constantly to remind you, hey, we're here. So that doesn't happen. So people can't say, I had never heard about it. I didn't even know this was coming out. No, we put out 10 trailers, but you have to be, it shouldn't be the trailers. Just use the creative marketing that people used back in the day. There's different things that people did, like Kill Bill with the elevators. And there's things that people, billboards and funny things like Smile did with going to the football games. And,
Welcome to Dairy. We saw
the
at Comic
fans in
Con.
the stands.
Yeah, there's different things you can do. You don't have to put out 10 trailers. You just have to be clever with your marketing. Right.
And also, like, even if you do put out 10 trailers, like, guys, just be smart about what you put in your trailers. Like, you know what I mean? You don't have to show Act 3. We used to never show Act 3 in a trailer. Now it's half the trailer is like the climax of the movie, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
It's a lot. That sort of brings us to Marty Supreme, because I saw a lot in this trailer.
You think they're putting too much in here? I haven't seen this yet. You think they put
Yeah,
too
I
much
feel
in?
like we saw the whole movie on Marty Supreme.
Man,
Really?
That's the
Yeah.
thing. It's like so
Yeah.
your fun and games section of your story, which is right after Act 1 ends. It's the break into 2. You have all of that. That is like a term for that is the promise of the premise. It's your trailer material. It is the stuff that you want to show in your trailer because it's like it's Predator Badlands. The concept is a predator on this planet, and then he has to team up with, Weyland Yutani. That's your promise of your premise. That's your fun and games, is them hanging out. You don't want to show the end of it, right? When their final battle. You just want to show, hey, guys, look, you're going to watch this movie. It's going to have a predator and an android hanging out. That's cool, right? And leave it at that.
Yeah.
And but nowadays, Act 3 is like, we're showing that. We're showing this. Guys, it's literally called fun and games. It's made to put in a trailer. Just fucking do it.
Yeah, and we'll see
when
from
you're
this.
watching the movie, you're waiting for it. You're
Yeah,
like, I saw this in the trailer.
Exactly.
But when does this part happen? Because I've already seen this part happen in the trailer that I've seen 100 times, whether football games, YouTube, whatever. So where is this part at?
Yeah,
that is the one area where I know recently that they had that whole law where you are not allowed to put false advertising in trailers and stuff. But that is someone where Marvel, I was I respect that, man. You're putting out false footage and stuff because they know everyone's overanalyzing everything. They know trailers put out too much info. So it's let's just put a little, let's put a little fakies in there.
Well, yeah, we'll see from this trailer that a lot of it is they don't trust their audience to, or maybe they don't trust themselves to make it interesting in that little 30 seconds, 45 seconds to a minute space for us to get excited about it. They're like, we got to give them all of it because they're not going to get pumped.
It feels like a desperate, desperate sales.
Trust
pitch.
us. We can get excited from if you make a good trailer, make a good trailer, make it tight. We'll watch this and we'll talk about how much they're showing in this 2-minute and 26-second trailer.
All right, let's see
don't
this.
ever need to be over 2 minutes.
From A24. It's long.
Let's check it out.
I have a purpose.
Okay.
How's volume for y'all, by the
Let me
way?
ask you something.
Here?
Do you make money at this little table tennis thing?
Not yet.
I Gwyneth Paltrow.
Do you have a job?
No. Backhand! Backhand! Forehand!
How do you live?
Well, I live with the confidence if I believe in myself, the money will follow.
And what do you plan to do if this whole dream of yours doesn't work
That
out?
doesn't even enter my consciousness.
This is based on a true story, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Another great song choice.
Everything in my life's falling apart, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna figure it out.
Do you need any help? I could help you.
You want to go hustling again?
Put your money where your mouth is.
My guy.
Yep.
176, 177, 178, mouse is back, baby, yeah! Welcome to your life.
Mari, I can't support your mother.
You're not gonna have to, because I'm gonna step up.
Step up.
I'm gonna step up in a way you can't even imagine.
Marty, I'm gonna make you an offer.
I gotta do it completely on my own. It's every man for himself where I come from. That's just how I grew up.
Hey, what are you doing?
You can end it right there.
I don't think you understand the stakes here.
You can end it right there.
Also, what we've seen already has said the same sentiment 4 different times. It's like, I got it the first time. He thinks he can do this and he's going to provide for his family. You don't have to show me 4 different scenes.
I feel like, though,
You wanna get physical? Like an 8?
I also wonder, because this is based on a true story. So I wonder if the marketing people behind it are like, it doesn't matter if we show everything because it's a true story. People can just look it up. It's whatever. This is more about showcasing Timothée Chalamet as an actor and his performance. So we're going to show as much of that range of his arc throughout the movie and his changes so that people will know, watch it, come watch Timothy do great stuff. Not to say that that's the right way to do that, but I'm just I wonder if that's kind of the thing.
There's something there.
Or anyways, who cares if they know the ending?
There's something there.
Yeah, and I will say this. So we had my nephew on. He's in 8th grade. We were talking about fandoms and things like that. And, we asked, what's some of the fandoms for, your grade, 8th grade? And he was like, first thing he said was Tyler, the Creator.
Yeah.
So I can see why they throw him in a lot in that
Absolutely.
trailer. And I love Tyler, the Creator.
He's great.
Absolutely.
But
Yeah.
like hearing that from my nephew, I was like, damn, I didn't think it was that big with like 8th graders.
Oh, Gen Z, massive with them. But I agree with that. I agree with that, and I will say too that I was shocked to see so much of him in this because when he was announced, I thought small role, and he could very well still have a small role in this, but they chose to put him in the trailer for a specific reason, and it looks like those are some good parts he has in there. So, I mean, all that being said about how this is too long of a trailer, this still looks sick, and it's like the exact movie that I like, which is like, well, I love Timothy Chalamet too. I'm a big Tim guy.
Yeah.
But I'd love a biopic.
Right. As long as it's not a musician, I'm in. Yeah,
I'm in.
I will say too,
the music biopics.
knowing how long he was working on this movie, I think maybe it informed that speech of his that rubbed me the wrong way a little bit because it seems so in character of Marty Supreme what he said. You know, his whole look, I'm not saying I'm one of the greatest, but I'm trying to be one of the greatest. It feels like feels like Marty Supreme the way he's talking.
He embodied Marty Supreme. This looks good. I'm in.
It does look. It looks like he's gonna give a really good performance. It looks like
they're already talking.
That's what you're there for. Like the rest of the story can, not that it should, but it can kind of fall away because you're there for Timothy, right?
I mean, I'll tell you right now, until he gets the Oscar, you're gonna see a movie every year like this from him. He's just putting it all out there.
Right.
That's what I want to see from him. That's what I want to see. If he's gonna call himself one of the greatest, I want to see serious. You know, I love him in Dune.
Though trying to do that.
Yep.
Probably.
Yeah. And I think he's had a Christmas movie every year for the past 3 years.
Wow.
I think
he's working.
Wonka was last year Christmas, and there was one before that. There was another Christmas movie. He did something with his team. They're doing Christmas movies.
No, I like him. This looks good. I my only thing with him is like I want to see more. I want to see more serious stuff like he had when he was a kid at the beginning of his career. I want to see how he does that now as an adult. You know. Also, I'm obsessed now. I can't stop thinking about this. Is this a legal ping pong move where he Because think about it, he's not technically touching it.
No, Josh, that's just aura. That was just.
But does it break the rules of ping pong?
I hate that term.
It was just aura farming. That's all it was.
Yeah, Chat, is this Riz?
Annoying.
Chat, is this Riz?
Get it,
stupid.
Yeah, take a screenshot of that. There it is.
Yeah,
right there.
I'm gonna tell you what.
How
many ping pong players you think are gonna start coming out the woodworks after this?
Pulling out this move?
All
I'm gonna say is there is no experience like Timothy Chalamet blowing on your balls, man.
Crazy.
Nothing like it.
Crazy.
Well, I don't want to keep Brian too much later than we promised. We're already at our 9:30 mark. Are you good for a couple more minutes to hit this DC thing? Yeah. Okay. Cool. I know you just came from filming something else, so I don't want to hold you too long.
Thanks for looking at those trailers.
I'm having a blast with you guys.
Hell yeah, we're having
a blast with you, dude.
Yeah, thanks for watching all them trailers with us. It seemed like a crazy week for trailers. There's so much, but we're excited for all this stuff. But yes, DC stuff, DC news. We got a live action V for Vendetta TV series in the works at HBO. James Gunn is going to executive produce. We got a Jimmy Olsen spinoff series in the works at DC. We kind of felt that was coming from Superman and how
it's just going to be called Jimmy Fucks.
Yeah. How impactful Jimmy Olsen was in that film. It's supposedly going to follow the Daily Planet reporters tackling cases involved in superpowered villains. So
that'll be fun. That feels like when they were trying to do like damage control, and that never really like fully took off, you know, like Marvel did that too, where it's like about the salespeople in the MCU. Like, I feel like that's something that it'll be lighter. It'll be like a sitcom-y type, you know, deal.
Yeah. James Gunn, we obviously know he's hard at work. We already got the news of the next Superman. Clayface, I think, is done.
Well, hold on. Let me get the room temperature real quick. Brian, how are you feel? Are you bullish on James Gunn's DCU?
Well, that was my next question, Josh.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think of the current state of the DC, and how does it compare to Marvel? Marvel's character.
Me asking is making the cut. Yours won't make the cut.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, I'm kidding.
Well, I gotta say, when the announcement first happened, I was excited. Like, all right, we actually have a director who's a fanboy that's going to be running stuff. It's not just someone who's like a stockholder in the company, just looking at what they're doing. And I've always been a fan of James Gunn. You know, he wrote and produced, I believe, the Dawn of the Dead remake with Zack Snyder.
Yep.
So, you know, we got Slither, of course.
He also wrote both of the live-action Scooby-Doo movies.
Yeah.
Yes,
Crazy.
yes, he did. Exactly. So I think he's incredibly talented. Now, as far as current state, you know, to me, I thought season 2 of Peacemaker was okay.
Okay.
I didn't think it was better than season 1. You know, I feel like they stretched it a little bit. It was still enjoyable, still okay. You know, they didn't throw too much in there. The first episode was great with the Justice Gang doing the interview and everything. But in all, I don't feel like I'm going to revisit this season anytime soon. So that's
I think it ended bad. I felt like it had a good middle layer there where it was going somewhere, and then it didn't end strong enough.
It ended too early and tried to do a little extra tack on story at the very end of that last episode, and I think that's what kind of like hurt it. I agree. I liked season 2 a lot, but I do think on the whole it felt maybe slightly overhyped.
Yeah.
I do like. I think I actually do also just on an enjoyment factor. I think I like season 1 a tiny bit more. I did not dislike it at all, but I think it's like, yeah, I will agree with you. I do think season 1 is just a little bit better.
Yeah. So with that being said, I'm really hoping we do not get into a Marvel situation to where it's Disney Plus, which would be HBO Max or Max, whatever the hell it is now, or at least for the next month or two.
Yeah.
You know, it might go back to Showtime. Who knows? Or whatever. But with that being said, I do not hope we get into a situation where now they're starting to crank out more shows and movies, and the content just gets to be flat. And then we just get to a point where A, it feels like homework, or B, we don't really give a damn.
Right.
So with Jimmy Olsen, you know, I like the kid that plays that role. Don't get me wrong. I wasn't super excited about the announcement. Hopefully it's going to be good. You know, I do have faith in James Gunn. I really do.
Yeah.
So I'm more on a wait and see.
Yeah.
I think
you're
that's
right. You're hesitant because you're afraid of oversaturation, which is completely natural because of what Marvel has done. And James Gunn is doing a lot right now. There's a lot.
It's true.
I don't know how he does it.
Yeah.
He just doesn't sleep. It's but I also feel like it's also like your feelings are a little bit more justified in that, like, Marvel did this thing purposefully where they're like, tonally, we're going to try and make each of our movies like really close to each other. Now there are some slight, differences, but overall, on the whole, a Marvel film feels like a Marvel film. So even if you're like not the biggest fan of like that particular Marvel character, you're like, I kind of know what I'm going to get. Right.
Sure.
But James is like purposefully going a different route here where he's like, the Superman movie is not going to feel like the Clayface movie. Creature Commandos is not going to feel like Peacemaker. Like, and I applaud that because like his reasoning is like, when you read a Batman comic, it does not read like a Superman comic. They're totally different characters. Like,
even Run to Run.
That's right. Like, it should always be like that, right?
Yeah,
Shouldn't it?
yeah.
But that also means that like you're not guaranteed. Like, if you like the feel of Superman, you're not guaranteed to like the feel of Clayface, right? So it's like a little bit more of like a gamble as a viewer. You're like, like I know it's supposed to tie in, but it's a different genre. Clayface is gonna be horror,
right?
So maybe there are like Batman fans that don't like horror that maybe won't go see it. Or,
but I will say, there's always if James Gunn is writing it, there always is a twinge of him in it. Like, it's Superman. You're like, that's a James Gunn joke.
You can feel it a bit. Yeah,
you can really feel the way he's handling it now, thematically and aesthetically. Perhaps you'll feel that contrast, but there's always going to be that little bit of like humor that he does to all his projects. Guardians of the Galaxy, there's a little bit of that in Superman. There's that, you can feel it. Yeah.
That also means like
I think Creature Commandos is one of the best shows of the year.
I love
Creature Commandos is very good.
It was great. And you can see the little subtle tie-ins to the rest of it. And that's what I like. It's not forced. Like I felt like Disney, when they brought on a lot of the MCU shows, a lot of it was very, very forced. And even the Easter eggs weren't even that exciting, to where it's like, all right, we have an animated series that still somewhat ties in to these other storylines. And it was done very, very well.
Yeah. I think my only problem with Creature Commandos is like it ended and I was like, God, I'm just depressed now. Like it was just
It's sad.
It was such a sad show. I was like, God, man. Like
it is. It's deceptively sad. Also,
Yeah.
shouts out to the soundtrack. I can't remember the name of the band now, but it's just some like folk polka punk
Weird.
band.
Yeah,
It was
exactly,
great.
yeah.
It totally fit so well what's happening in the show. But I loved it. Actually, after Frankenstein, Spence texted me and said, like, I just need Frankenstein's monster to be like one of the Avengers. I was like, then you're gonna love Creature Commandos.
So what I said was, at the end of Frankenstein, I was like, I just imagine him like walking like out into the ice, and then the ship comes down and Cap comes out and it's like, we've been looking a long time for you. Like,
Yeah.
He lives long enough to be. Yeah.
It felt like his
a
origin
League of
story.
Extraordinary Gentlemen type
Yeah,
thing.
it felt like his origin story. Like this was the beginning of the Frankenstein, the monster universe where he gets recruited. But well, first of all, Josh, do you have any thoughts of the current state of the DC?
I actually almost like totally agree with Brian. So far, I'm very pleasantly surprised. I haven't seen Peacemaker, so I'm really just going off of Superman and Creature Commandos. I was not super tentative. I mean, we said publicly here so many times, like, look, we got to wait and see what he does, right? So far, 2 for 2 for me, and I'm excited to see what else. But, Brian, I so agree that it's going to be really tough to avoid that pitfall of just getting into the corporate money-making merchandising side of things where it's like we need to just pump out a lot, and then like you were saying, Brett, where it all just totally starts to feel the same and it all just becomes one big thing. And I think what I'm excited about is the properties he's choosing to adapt, with the exception of Superman, are pretty obscure DC. He's not going for the big
and Batman.
Right. He's not immediately going for Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and Batman and
exactly.
stuff.
He is doing Batman, but it's a different.
I'm excited about.
Oh my God, yeah.
And I mean, that's a thing too. Like, who would have thought Guardians did as great as it did?
Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean? He
And
takes
he kinda-
that property,
yeah.
which is not well known, and just crushes it.
And he tapped into that in Creature Commandos, because like I didn't fucking know what Creature Commandos was.
Same.
Exactly.
But like,
it's so great that somehow you have to keep reminding people, like, you didn't know what Guardians of the Galaxy was before.
It's
like,
always what I go back to.
Feels like they knew them beforehand. It's like, no, he's really good at making obscure characters like pretty popular.
I
That's
think
what he does.
I will say, not in a gatekeeping way. I swear I don't mean this in a gatekeeping way, but I think a lot of modern comic book movie fans are comic book movie fans, and maybe they start getting into comics afterwards and stuff. But I think, and Brian, you could speak to this, Brett, I know you can too. If you grew up reading comic books, you have so much more, you're so much more callous towards like the whiplash of changing stories, characters changing, things looking totally different, because it's just part of it's part of the genre. It's part of how comic books are. So I'm a lot more lenient when it comes to comic book movies and adaptations of characters and different explorations of different sides of things. I mean, I just watched, Batman versus Robin, the animated movie, and you could argue that that's a totally different Batman than appears in other properties. You know what I mean? Or different characters. So yeah, I'm much more lenient with it. I am much more open to like, this world is created originally by like a bunch of nerdy guys sitting in rooms by themselves coming up with goofy stuff. And let's not lose sight of these being like super people in tights. Like, it's okay to take weird risks, to adapt things in different ways. And so that's why I like James Gunn for it, because he seems like he's coming from that mentality of like, I'm gonna do a spin on Creature Commandos. You might not know about it, but you'll know about it now,
I think I actually, in an odd way, I think Supergirl is going to be more of a tell for how this is going to go than Superman was, because James is now like James is not directing it. James didn't write it. I don't think. It's like he is involved with it because he's leading DC, but it's not his baby, right? So this is going to be a really good tell of like, okay, so if each thing is supposed to feel slightly different, you have Superman and Supergirl, two characters who historically have felt very similar in different storylines that they're in, especially if you go back to the original Supergirl movie, which is a continuation of the Christopher Reeve world of Superman. And it was absolutely done in the same style as particularly like the third and fourth, where they like really embrace the like
he's not writing
comedy
it. A woman is, which is great. That's
and like so that's the thing is like how much of James Gunn is going to be in Supergirl? Did James Gunn come in and he's like, put this joke here, let's add this here,
Right.
like to make it feel a little similar, or did he leave hands off and like Supergirl is going to feel like Supergirl and Superman is going to feel like Superman? I think that when that movie comes out, we'll have a much like firmer grasp of like how each project's gonna feel different, you know?
And how cohesive it is on the flip side of that. Yeah.
Yes.
I think you're 100% right. Because you're right. At this point, unless he makes like a flop, it's, you know, with these early projects, there's nothing to rate them against. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
There's no way to compare them to other stuff from his run. And the deeper in we get, the more we'll see like, how cohesive is his vision for this. 100%.
And now moving to the other side, because I am really curious, Brian, because obviously we haven't talked about this. What are your thoughts on the current state of Marvel? Now, what did you think of Fantastic Four? What are your thoughts of where they're going with Secret Wars or Secret Wars? And what's the invasion one?
Doomsday.
Doomsday
and Secret Wars. Yes. Yeah, what are your feelings?
So we had the 3 films this year. You know, we started off with Captain America: Brave New World. It is what it is. It
was fine. It wasn't.
It was fine. It was fine. You know, they pumped up the Red Hulk just for us to see him for all of 10 minutes in the
Another example, should not have shown him in the trailer.
Right.
Should not have shown him in the trailer.
Why even bother?
Leave it with that shot of him with him like throwing down the back shot of his hand catching the thing. Just leave it there. Do not show me anything else.
That's it. Again, I agree. And you know, the villain wasn't that fantastic either. So either here or there. Thunderbolts, they redeemed themselves. Great story. You know, great cohesiveness between outcasts, pretty much. And that come together and become a family and do all this stuff. And of course, you know, the cast was outstanding. Fantastic Four, I thought, was pretty good. I didn't think it was great by any means. I thought it was a pretty good film, a good way to set up the Fantastic Four, them not being from this current universe, because obviously you would have heard about them by now.
That was very clever.
So that made all the sense. And you know, of course, setting it up for more, which is what they plan to do. So I respect them for not, once they bought Fox, not rushing and being like, all right, we're throwing in X-Men and Blade and everything else, you know. So they have taken their time with that.
That's coming.
It's perfect to set it up exactly for Doomsday and Secret Wars.
Yeah.
So I do like that part about it. I thought Daredevil was fantastic.
Oh, yes.
You know, and they've even said they're taking a step back from the TV shows. I haven't watched Marvel Zombies yet, but I really want to. That's one of my favorite comic book series.
My only issue with Marvel Zombies is how it ends. And if they don't give me a second season, I'll be furious. If we get a second season, I'm all here for it, you know?
Yeah, so apparently they did green light season 2.
Oh, okay, all right. Then I'm fine. Then I'm totally cool. Like,
cool.
Yeah.
So as far as the current state, go ahead.
No, please.
Oh no, yeah. As far as the current state, I'm still very excited for it. I'm glad they've taken a step back from the shows because it really did feel like homework. Yes. There's still some I haven't watched yet. Like I have not watched that.
Yeah.
Watch what? Say that one again.
Echo.
Oh yeah. I only just recently watched Echo.
Only one episode. I've only one
episode. Yeah.
So I'm not rushing to see it.
It's one of those things where it's like when you watch it, you're like, this is a fine show. This is whatever.
Sure.
But like, it's not integral to anything you're watching. Like, I mean, I'm sure there are fans of Echo as a character, but like, it's not like you're watching Daredevil. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it's there. It's a good story for what it is, but it's not like.
Yeah,
I didn't even watch the whole Captain America show. I didn't even watch the whole.
I actually really liked Falcon.
I did like Falcon.
I didn't finish it. I just got to go back again. Homework is an excellent word.
It's true.
It did feel like homework. So I am looking forward to seeing the new direction. You know, Robert Downey's back. As you can see behind me, I got 2 Dr. Doom masks.
Yeah, I noticed those.
I should have sent you Doom 2099. That would have been the perfect.
Are you okay with that casting choice, Brian?
I mean, let's see how it plays out, right? You know, when it happened, I was like, "Holy shit!" But at the same time, like, what the fuck? So
I think everyone collectively had that. Like immediately, it was awesome. Wait, what? Like immediately one following the other.
Yeah.
Right. So, let's see what they do. Hopefully it all makes sense. And as they introduce, whether if it's past X-Men, which we know with Doomsday, a lot of the Fox people are coming back. I'm sure a lot of them are going to be killed off.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a whole thing. And of course the Battle Worlds with Secret Wars coming up. So it is an exciting time because the Secret War storyline is awesome.
It really is.
So as long as they don't butcher that and just are smart about it and don't, again, try to oversaturate us with multiple shows and this, that, and the other, if they can just space it out and make it fun, make it entertaining, then I think we're in a good spot.
I think it was also very smart of them to bring the Russo brothers back.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah.
Like it's just very smart. They know what they're doing. They know how to handle those kinds of casts, the size of those casts. Like, just let them cook. Like,
I wasn't a huge fan of them doing the reveal of all the characters that are going to be in the movies because you're taking that away from me.
I mean, do you really believe those are all the characters?
And that's the thing.
No, sure.
I don't think that's all the characters either.
No, I mean, I'm sure there's going to be some surprises, but let me see Nightcrawler pop up.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not
because that would change my life to see Nightcrawler get in a movie and not expect it. I'd be like, oh fuck!
Let me see Alan Cumming. Let me just see him pop up. Like that's I'd rather
like
have
Channing Tatum's Gambit in Deadpool 3.
Yes,
That moment where you're like, oh shit! Like,
I want to hear Tobey Maguire in the Spider-Man movie. Like everyone thought it was gonna happen. There was a rumor, but when it actually happened, it was like.
I'll tell you what though, if and when Nicolas Cage shows back up as Ghost Rider, I'm gonna piss all over.
Yeah. Like, and I'd love to see a new actor for Ghost Rider too, because I want to see Ghost Rider.
I want to see Dan Ketch. We need fucking. We've had enough Johnny Blaze. Give me Dan Ketch. Give me my Ghost Rider from the '90s run.
I love this. It's my personal favorite soapbox of yours right now. I love it.
So James,
you're gonna die on the hill, aren't you?
Yeah,
James is absolutely gonna die on the hill. I've outlined a 5-season pitch for a Ghost Rider TV show.
He really has. He's not lying.
He's not lying.
He's 100% telling the truth. He's written this all out. No, Brian, I think you brought up a great point. It makes me think, too, that this past year, I mean, obviously they put a lot of work into the stuff they released this past year, but it does feel like maybe we're in a bit of a holding pattern. They announced they're taking their time, they're releasing less things, and then we have these bigger projects coming up, everything we've mentioned, plus, Spider-Man, all that. So yeah, it does feel like,
it's gonna be. I'm looking forward to that new Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, it's gonna be great, and it sounds like it's gonna be a totally different approach to making a Spider-Man movie than what they've done previously. So, I'm excited. It's funny, honestly, with both the DC and the DCU and the MCU. I'm like, let's see what happens next. I'm really curious.
I'm looking forward to it too.
But just in general, comparing the two of them, I could see DC pulling ahead here in terms of kind of taking the charge, and kind of leading the box office.
Yeah,
frankly, they should. It's time.
It also feels like, I mean, Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars feels like a culmination. You know what I mean? It feels like we're at Endgame again, where it's like the end of an era, right? Yeah. And that's not just because like they did some multiverse shenanigans or whatever, but it's like this is Marvel saying thank you.
Yeah,
for decades of stuff. Like it's guys, it's not just nostalgia bait to have all these old actors come back.
You're right.
It's done because Marvel is saying like, look at where we came from, look at where we're at. Yeah. And honestly, if they wanted to, they could just end there, and it would be totally like, as long as it's good, satisfactory, right?
Yeah,
because they went. It's like they went full circle, where it's like now we're gonna pay homage to our older actors, like they're old Toby, Wesley Snipes, like all the people that helped us come here. We're saying thank you to, and then you bow, and then you leave, right?
Yeah,
we know they're not gonna actually do that.
No, of course.
Like it feels like after that they'll probably take a break, and then that's when DC's gonna be like, now's my time.
Yeah,
they would. I mean, they still they legitimately have. Marvel still has. They could just do X-Men again, like that, which is what I think they're doing. Like they could just do like the whole X-Men thing over, and from Marvel, not.
Look, here's my one request: do New Mutants well. That's all I want.
I was actually gonna say my one request is do Dark Phoenix well.
Now that too. Yeah,
Oh,
you know what?
they
There's a
can go
lot in
to
the
it.
X-Men universe they
Like
need to
X-Men
try
Last
again
Stand
on.
came out, and I was like, all right, fine, whatever. And then like Dark Phoenix, they're like, we're gonna redeem it, and I was like, guys, you made it worse. It was worse than Last Stand. Like, come on.
Yeah.
No, but I think that's definitely something that they're going to do. We're going to get X-Men again, and it's new
And where
Cyclops,
where DC has the advantage is that it's practically brand new.
Right.
You know, so they have a little bit of leverage to try new things and try different things and see what's working, see what's not. You know, MCU is obviously not brand new, so they do have that advantage to be like, all right, you know, let's try some things, but let's be smart about it. And it's also let's learn from the mistakes that the MCU did. So they already have a template.
Oh
here's
my God.
what to do, here's what not to do.
They have the upper hand.
James Gunn, like looking at his notes of like,
And-
I was writing down all the shit you guys fucked up with.
No,
all right, we're gonna not do that. You know, I can feel it.
They have the absolute upper hand, and I mean, damn, they haven't the Green Lantern, man. I mean,
oh yeah, the whole Green Lantern Corps show is gonna be like, that's gonna be wild.
Come on,
I think that's my wild card pick. I think, to be honest, the Supergirl I'm excited about because the whole theme for Superman was look up. The whole theme for Supergirl is look out. Like this is going to be a wild, unhinged Supergirl. Lobo is going to be introduced with Jason Momoa.
Perfect.
It's going to be like a wild ride. But I think if they can do Green Lantern and do it well, that to me is going to like help separate them by a lot from the MCU because there's a lot you can do with Green Lantern Corps. Like my biggest gripe of Justice League, both versions, the Snyder and then every one of them, or not every one of them, but the other one that he couldn't get to finish because of the unfortunate family incident. Well, yeah, the Whedon cut is the fact that they didn't we only saw the Green Lantern Corps for half a second.
Oh right,
and
the
like,
little cameos.
Come on, you gotta show them in full force here at least, even if it's for 30 seconds or a minute.
Yeah.
So that to me, I think is really going to be the defining factor of the MCU is going to be the Green Lantern Corps and how they move forward, introducing that. And of course, we'll get the Justice Gang eventually to be the Justice League in one day.
And I'm actually like, they just announced today, it has been confirmed the Man of Tomorrow villain is indeed going to be Brainiac.
That's right.
And so
That's
we are getting live action. We've had live action Brainiac in shows, sure, but live action, like fucking get me Willem Dafoe.
Yeah.
Get me,
Go crazy with it,
you know, Bryan Cranston.
Yeah.
Someone
Good
like,
voice.
Yeah. That's
another exciting thing is that James Gunn has the ability to do the Flash some justice at some point.
Yeah,
he does.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so with you, Brian, on the Green Lanterns thing too, because that feels like a version of DC that is such a popular part of like the animated shows and the comic books that we just haven't seen in live action. Is not just Green Lantern Corps, but kind of that whole tone that they're involved with. We just really haven't seen that in live action DC yet. So yeah, I'm excited too. Well, look, on that note, we've kept you an extra half hour here. Thank you for being so gracious with us. But man, this was a blast. We got to do this again.
Forget to talking about this.
Anytime, and I'll have you guys back on my podcast as well. But seriously, this was such a blast. Like normally, I would be in bed right now, but you guys have kept it going. I'm gonna watch some Better Call Saul after this. Shout out on Welcome to Derry. I do need to catch up on episode 3, but I don't want to watch it before bed.
Yeah, that's fair.
So that's more my daytime show. So I will finish Better Call Saul. But honestly, you guys are fantastic. I will get the addresses for the merch. Just send me the shirt sizes and all that fun stuff. And again, thank you so much for having me on.
Thank
Of
you
course,
for
and
coming on.
we're gonna pop
Seriously.
your website here in the chat. It has all your socials there at the bottom, so that people can.
Yeah. So
follow.
real quick, the websites I've been behind on.
Oh, it looks
in
great,
terms
man.
of our audio. Oh well, no, just in terms of like content. Like I haven't posted any audio or video content. So if you want to be up to date with Zero Dark Nerdy, go to our YouTube page, Zero Dark Nerdy, and we're also on Fox 8. It's Fox 8 WGHP. As far as YouTube goes, go to their playlist. You'll see Zero Dark Nerdy. So I'm super behind on the website, and I apologize, but I will have our last probably 10 or 12 episodes up there very, very soon.
Very cool. Let's plug the YouTube in here too then. Spence, do you have that link?
Yeah, I just put it in.
Oh, you put it in there. Beat me to it. You're ahead of the fucking game. I love it. Well, dude, thank you so much. Everyone, please go check them out. Also, we'll post the links in the Discord and everything. But yeah, check out what they're all doing over there. Because if you like what we do at all, then you're gonna love them.
Yep.
You know, real pros. Even some of your responses tonight, I'm like, God, what a pro! What a pro! This guy came to play.
I'm just a 45-year-old nerd that loves dogs, obviously, and pop culture. And again, you guys are fantastic. I'll keep sending stuff your way, especially now this time of year. We get so many premiere stuff for New York City.
Yeah.
So keep checking your emails. I'll forward you the premiere stuff and make sure you get on the guest list for all that. I'd obviously love to show up myself. And I forgot to say, I'm coming to New York City with my wife, my daughter, and my daughter's mom. We all get along well. There's no weirdness there.
Beautiful.
Nice.
But I'll be there December 17th through the 21st.
Oh, fun.
And I'm excited because I've not been there for the holiday season since I was a kid. My wife's never been there for the holiday season. My daughter and her mom are going to go see Lord. The only thing we want to do is check out the Stranger Things play. So if you guys want to go, let me know.
That's so fun.
I didn't even know had that
yet, but would love to catch up with you guys because our only plan is to see family, friends, and just eat lots.
I love it.
Of course, that's the plan.
That's what you do, man.
Absolutely,
I love it. Hell yeah,
that sounds great. I'll check in on that. I didn't even know they were having a play. That's
yeah. So apparently, it's a prequel to the whole thing, and it shows you how Vecna kind of came about, and as well as
interesting. Okay, that's dope.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah, I'd love to. Cool. Yeah, we got to link up. That'd be great, man. I'm writing the dates down now. Oh, that'd be awesome. Perfect. Hell yeah. Well, again, thank you a million times, man, and thanks again for the Comic-Con experience. It was amazing.
Thank you guys for taking over. Seriously, it was so fun seeing it through your eyes. Like I felt like I was there for the first time again.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We were very excited. Yeah.
Josh, do you want to go to Be Right Back and come back for After Dark all together? Or
That sounds good. We're going to throw up the Be Right Back, and then we will be back Godzilla minus Brett and Godzilla minus Brian. Normally I just get to say Godzilla minus Brett, so that's fun. So yeah, don't touch that dial. Don't be anywhere. Don't go anywhere. I think we're going to play some Nidhogg tonight, or maybe some content warning again. Spence, I didn't talk about it ahead of time, so stay tuned for some After Dark gaming here in a little bit.
Yeah. And if you're a goofer, always remember to stay goofing, guys.
Always stay goofing.
That's right.
I love that.
All right. Goofing. Thanks again, Brian. Take care, everybody. We'll see you in a sec.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Brian.